9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got me up the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar crash over me. Then ride it home, dance it out in moonlight. Hold me tight and don't let go. Watch over me. We are all stardust, stardust, stardust. Left behind, left to find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, we are all one, we are all, we are all one, we are all one, we are all. Lift me up, get moonchild, put me into overflow. Superstar.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Flicking Bullocks is the wiener today. Thank you for joining us here. Oh man. Hey Rhonda, Marie, RJ, Marlene, Sheba. So anyways, I just got some info sent to me about the Carlee wrestle thing that maybe some of you guys have already actually heard about. I don't know. Hold on, let me pull this up. I thought this was really okay. I thought this was interesting because I originally was kind of worried about this. I was kind of worried about this. My initial thought, especially when I saw the footage, the highway footage or the interstate footage, whatever. You have a great day too, Lulu. Hey, Arkansasy, coming in with the cute bandits. Beautiful sunflower, country girl for Victoria and Sasha. Hey, everybody. Rhonda. Sorry, I feel bad not saying hi to everybody, but just know if I didn't say hi, it's because it's nothing personal. You know, nothing about this case was about to get interesting because rumors are a-flying. When I first saw the interstate footage of her car on the interstate, I immediately was like, I don't see a baby. You know, and I was like, a baby's not going to be able to catch up to that. Like, it was like she was going too fast. Now, somebody did make a good point to me that maybe she went back around because it was right by where she parked was right before a exit. And she could have already have been by and seen the toddler. But anyways, initially things were just not adding up. And I was like, I hope she didn't make this up. Or, you know, I thought she made it up or it was some type of breakdown but yesterday I was talking about a good theory that the burn barrel had about those people that lived right behind that area that she parked at, where she eventually came to a stop at. I still think the burn barrel is onto something. I do. I think they're still part of it. I think those people living at that house, Carlee was friends with one of them or something, and they helped her because she ended up at a Red Roof Inn. And according to the channel The Burn Barrel, that Red Roof Inn is owned by the same people that live in that house that was right near where she parked at the interstate. So about 150 feet behind that area where she parked, past the woods, is a house by a family called the Al-Manzoub, and they're from Yemen. And supposedly they own that Red Roof Inn that some type of 911 call was called from. Where she ended up at for a couple days. Like, I guess that's where she was hiding out at, was in the Red Roof Inn. And that family owns that Red Roof Inn. They're supposed to have a rain video of her walking home and then running when she gets near her house. Hey, Heather Mack and Susan Bright. I thought maybe, I didn't want to think somebody would make this up at all. And then when I found out the family that lived right there, I kind of wondered. I was just trying to think how this would have happened by chance. Like, you know? So anyways, let's watch this real quick. This girl that's doing this video actually looks like Carlee Russell. They look like they're like twins or something. Almost.
The jails are shaking. And if this young lady, Carlee Russell, lied about that entire kidnapping, that's exactly where she's headed. I'm actually just going to keep it on 1 or 2 frames. Let's talk about it. Now, I received a series of messages from one of my followers that is from Birmingham, Alabama. She explained
what the hell?
Explained to me the whole thing, and I need just 1 frame to tell y'all the entire story. They are saying that the girl lied. It was all a lie.
What the fuck, dude?
They said that Carlee Russell was trying to get back at her boyfriend, and a series of unfortunate events caused her to do this, but the situation got too big. So they said at her job, she got fired at Woodhouse Spa for stealing. She was getting kicked out of nursing school, and her boyfriend was cheating. This was a combination that made her think that it was okay to fake her own kidnapping. The reason why they haven't found a baby, the reason why they have not been able to trace a call of a baby missing, allegedly, is all because this is a hoax. So the Hoover Fire Department people are talking. And they are saying that the call was a lie. They said that this young lady checked into the Red Roof Inn. They have video of her that night meeting up with one of her friends. Then they went to the Red Roof Inn and they got her on camera there. They said that when she approached her parents' door, she was normal at first when she walked up. Then she became hysterical, allegedly. They said the story that Carlee Russell is telling people is that she was kidnapped, taken to the woods by a man in an orange wig, bald at the top. These people took her and they messed with her and they painted her nails. I thought that was quite odd. They allegedly painted her nails. Then she fought them. She got sent on her way. Now, they said that the cover up is just supposed to be she's sound, she's safe. We're not going to hear from her. But she said that allegedly she had to come out and tell everything. They're saying that she had to tell everything to her peoples and they're going to help her cover it up. Sorry, I'm getting tongue tied because this is an actual mess. Now, to the boyfriend who they're saying is the root cause of all this, I don't know if he knew anything. He could have been dragged through it all the way through, just like us. But allegedly, she had him blocked past this point, and she unblocked him and wanted to see the messages of him saying, you know, bring my baby back and all that sympathy. But if she came back and her nails were painted and all these things, it's giving, to be honest with y'all. I wanted to get back at my dude. I made up a whole story. My people's really called the police because they was not in on it. And it made my boyfriend salty. I went to the Red Roof Inn, painted my nails, kicked it, and then went back home as soon as I saw the story getting too big. So I think that's what happened, allegedly. Sometimes playing too much gets you jail time.
Wow. So, anyways, okay, let's pull up. I think I figured out how to keep it from buffering. Hopefully. The same video that I pulled up yesterday. From the burn barrel. I'm going to pull up the like map that she has on it. And it will come up here in a second, but gosh, I feel like I'm in the dial-up days of the internet. So this house where you see that yellow line connecting right there, this house is right behind the area that she around the part that she was parked. This same family owns the Red Roof Inn, allegedly, according to this video. So that's interesting. These people could be getting in trouble if they helped her. Man. What if it did something? What if it did, you know, something did like get, she didn't think it would get this big. The bozo wig. Oh man. Okay, hold on. I will put it back on that. I know. I don't know. Like, that's the first I'm hearing. She was doing the cheating with a younger guy. Yeah, it does look like there was somebody in the video with her. I don't think a toddler, though. So what'd she do? Run to that freaking house back there, and then they helped her, like, so strange. Hey, vet girl.
Jails are shaking.
Hey,
and if this young lady, Carlee Russell, lied about that entire kidnapping, that's exactly where she's headed. I'm actually just going to keep it on 1 or 2 frames. Let's talk about it. Now, I received a series of messages from one of my followers that is from Birmingham, Alabama. She explained to me the whole thing, and I need just 1 frame to tell y'all the entire story. They are saying that the girl lied. It was all a lie. They said that Carlee Russell was trying to get back at her boyfriend, and a series of unfortunate events caused her to do this, but the situation got too big. So they said at her job, she got fired at Woodhouse Spa for stealing. She was getting kicked out of nursing school and her boyfriend was cheating. This was a combination that made her think that it was okay to fake her own kidnapping. The reason why they haven't found a baby, the reason why they have not been able to trace a call of a baby missing allegedly is all because this is a hoax. So the Hoover Fire Department people are talking and they are saying that the call was a lie. They said that this young lady checked into the Red Roof Inn. They have video of her that night meeting up with one of her friends. Then they went to the Red Roof Inn and they got her on camera there. They said that when she approached her parents' door, she was normal at first when she walked up. Then she became hysterical, allegedly. They said the story that Carlee Russell is telling people is that she was kidnapped, taken to the woods by a man in an orange wig, bald at the top. These people took her and they messed with her and they painted her nails. I thought that was quite odd. They allegedly painted her nails. Then she fought them. She got sent on her way. Now, they said that the cover up is just supposed to be she's sound, she's safe. We're not going to hear from her. But she said that allegedly she had to come out and tell everything. They're saying that she had to tell everything to her peoples and they're going to help her cover it up. Sorry, I'm getting tongue tied because this is an actual mess. Now, to the boyfriend who they're saying is the root cause of all this, I don't know if he knew anything. He could have been dragged through it all the way through, just like us. But allegedly, she had him blocked past this point. And she unblocked him and wanted to see the messages of him saying, you know, bring my baby back and all that sympathy. But if she came back and her nails were painted and all these things, it's giving, to be honest with y'all. I wanted to get back at my dude. I made up a whole story. My people's really called the police because they was not in on it. And it made my boyfriend salty. I went to the Red Roof Inn, painted my nails, kicked it, and then went back home as soon as I saw the story getting too big. So I think that's what happened allegedly. Sometimes playing too much gets you jail time.
True. Ew, Marilyn Manson pleads no contest to blowing his nose on a videographer. Videographer. What the hell? Gross. Let me try to pull up this. Let me was trying to find the group she was in. There we go. Carletha. Carlethia. Did they take down the group or something? Okay, found it. Oh, really? Where did you find that at? About the parents' interview. Carlee Russell. Okay. Thank you for this. I think we should watch it first, actually.
What was it like the moment you all first laid eyes on her again? What was it like?
To me, I mean, just so much joy.
This morning, in an exclusive sit-down with NBC News, the parents of 25-year-old Carlee Russell are speaking out, describing the moment their daughter appeared on their doorstep after being missing for more than 48 hours.
What did you do when you saw her?
We tried to hug her as best we could, but I had to stand back because she was not in a good state. So we had to stand back and let medical professionals work with her. But it's okay.
Last Thursday, police say Carlee called 911 to report a toddler walking alone on the interstate. She pulled over while on the phone with a family member who described hearing Carlee scream.
Her vehicle's unlocked, running, all her personal belongings except for her phone.
On the scene, police found no sign of Carlee or a child, and they say no children were reported as missing during that time period. The Russells waited in agony until Saturday night.
Think about it. Think where she could have got to that quickly. She had it planned, I guess. I mean, with these people that live back there, I would assume, because I mean, how else could she have gotten away so quickly and hidden, unless she just like happened to know she was going to that house that was right behind there, and they would hide her in there until, you know, they could get her over to the Red Roof Inn. Yeah, who knows? Thank you, M9. How did she just appear at the door and medical professionals were already there? That's a good question. Yeah, she just left her car there, I guess, to make it. She knew that the police were going to be there, and, you know, and her car and stuff would be okay, because she had the police on the way. She couldn't take her phone with her because it would show where she's at. Called who out, country girl? Oh, yeah, I did see an article about Heels in the Air from, I guess I don't know. I saw an article a few days ago. I guess she was part of, I don't know, something involved. She was a part of something like a few years ago that was pretty horrible. All right, let's continue watching this.
Night.
There were actually just so many calls and texts from people who maliciously lied to us. I just didn't know people could be so evil.
Authorities have not indicated where Carlee was during the 48 hours she was missing or what happened. Her parents declined to share what their daughter told them, citing the ongoing investigation.
And can you tell me what happened Saturday night? Did you just get a knock at the door?
Anything leading to the case itself, we can't discuss that.
But they say speculation about the circumstances surrounding Carlee's disappearance are only making things worse.
She's having to deal with the trauma of people just making completely false allegations about her.
Her family now urging the public to let the investigation play out, but mentioning an abductor. Her mother asking to read a brief message to the public.
Carlee has given detectives her statement so that they can continue to pursue her abductor.
Do you believe that there's an abductor still out there?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
NBC News has reached out to the Hoover Police Department to ask whether they're looking for an individual involved. Police have just said they're following up on all information provided by Carlee.
So you think her parents know? I don't know if her parents really know anymore. She might have lied to them as well, probably. The Red Roof Inn. So the family the house that's right behind where Carlee parked on the highway. According to the burn barrel, the people who live in that house that's right behind where Carlee parked, like if you go through the woods about 150 feet, you'll arrive in their backyard. And those same people own the Red Roof Inn or managers or something of that Red Roof Inn that she supposedly was staying at. So yeah, it does seem like that she had help and that those people that I'm thinking, those people that lived right behind there helped her. I hope, though, it wasn't. They have a child. The people that live in that house that's right off this highway, they have a child her age who was 24. But I hope it's not him because he's been in big trouble for sex crimes. Young girls, too. Under 13. Did she hurt herself or anyone else causing bodily harm? If not, then bipolar. Well, according to the lady on the TikTok, it sounds like she was dealing with a lot at once. Like she lost her job. Something about like getting kicked out of school or something. Her boyfriend and her were having problems. And so I don't know, maybe she was afraid of losing him and she created some type of dramatic thing to make sure that he wouldn't leave her. I don't know. What do you mean, catch your girl? She did call 911, but she said that she saw a toddler.
And when I talked to you all on Saturday, you also said your daughter is a fighter and she would find a way back to you.
I felt that in my heart.
Is that what happened?
She did. She found her way back to us. However, we can't discuss the details of that.
But they say one thing is clear.
Do you believe she was fighting for her life?
Oh, she definitely fought for her life. There were moments when she physically had to fight for her life, and there were moments when she had to mentally fight for her life.
But she made it back to you.
She made it back.
Yeah, she did make it back. All right, Priscilla, so investigators are obviously busy on this case. What are they looking into going forward?
Yeah, Hoda, right now they're analyzing that initial 911 call and also that traffic cam video showing that car driving on the interstate very slowly with its flashers on, believed to be Carlee's car. And of course, they're looking at the evidence from the crime scene, including the car and her cell phone, which was found on the roadway nearby. Police say that they have been able to account for all of her steps leading up to her disappearance, but those 48 hours when she was gone still remain a mystery.
Hoda?
Yeah, leaving behind her phone, her pocketbook, and all those things. A lot of things that investigators are looking into. Priscilla, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching.
Pocketbook. Sorry, I just I didn't know people use that word pocketbook. It's like something like my grandma would say when she was alive. Hello, saints and sinners saved by grace. Love to all. Oh, man. Thought she called a relative and not 911. I think she did both. Hey, One Love. Cops would have made an announcement about a suspect at large. I did a reading on it on my backup channel. Yeah. And I was getting more like the devil card. I was getting something to do with obsessed. The devil card was very first card to come out, which, you know, I was thinking that somebody was obsessed with her. But the devil card can also mean mental illness. I got the devil card and then the chariot, which means there has something to do with a car. But see, I was getting that I felt like she wasn't. I felt that she passed. Well, more than likely passed, considering the circumstances and stuff. And the cards, I did get the death card, but that can just mean ending. I could have interpreted the cards wrong. I have to go back and look and see. Maybe draw some more cards considering what we know now. Yeah, it could also mean like codependent and addictions, of course. Sinners, you sinners. First thing you heard. Well, the fact that her phone and her, you know, purse and everything was just like set, like it was like set down almost. That's strange. It would have made more sense if it was in her car. Wouldn't you guys think? It would have made much more sense if something like that was going on. She's not going to set down that stuff to go after a baby. She's going to keep her phone on her for protection. Like to, you know, that does not make sense that she sat down her stuff right there. It would have made sense if they were in the car, like she got out of the car real quickly to check out this baby. But it was like getting dark outside. It was already dark out, so you would think she would take her phone because it would be a scary situation going out there with all these cars like flying by and it's dark and you're by the woods and you think you see a baby. It's just kind of crazy. Our first reading says something about a boyfriend or lover, and that's what the rumors are now. This whole case, it did. That's right. The lover's card came up. And I even said, who was she dating or what, you know, the lover's card. Cause I said, I think it has something to do with like a boyfriend or somebody she was seeing or somebody like obsessed with her, but it could be the other way around. It could be her having an obsession with her boyfriend. You know, her feeling like, oh, she can't live without him and has to do something drastic. You know, that is definitely devil card energy because it's not true. You don't need anybody else to make you happy. World, Page of Swords, and sometimes Seven of Cups. The Page of Swords, I feel, is like, yeah, like a stalking card. These days, a lot of stalking would be done online. They painted her nails and she fought them off. Wonder if their nails were broke or still painted pretty. Are we going to know what color they're painted or what? Are they painted bright orange to match his wig? His clown wig? Bald on the top? How creepy would that be? Are you serious? Like, she had to pick the creepiest wig ever, like a clown type wig, but yet this one was bald on the top. That's true, Kitty. See, that's the problem. That is the problem when things like this happen and people, cry wolf. Yeah, it does. It does affect and take away from the true victims. Because, like sex trafficking, stuff like that does happen. Wrong place, wrong time, luring, using a child, using a stroller. Yeah, definitely. It does happen. But when we watch that video and we see no other car pull up to her, the word from the holler, any news? Well, we were live last night and Candace came up in discussion. She put out a video last night of where she was crying. It was a 4-minute video on her Can YouTube channel. You can't understand anything she's saying. She is it did sound like she's mumbling. You can't understand what she's saying, but she's denying that she was mumbling because in the video people were saying, "You're mumbling." It's okay. I'm sure you guys heard that. Did you see Gray's video where it looks like someone is going to pull over at the same spot just a few minutes before she pulled up? Oh, wow, really? No, I didn't see that. It's probably the person that was helping her. What's his channel name called again? Gray Hughes. Which one is it? Is it the one that he just did or? Man, somebody has their music up loud. He has the full traffic cam here. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hey, Georgia. What? They said all devices were in car, including watch. The food was not all that screwing around. She probably was hungry. I think this stuff was outside. Which
This This video contains subject matter that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. If you are the type to require a warning throughout a video or show, let this message serve as your warning. This channel discusses the harsh reality of true crime. If this warning is not sufficient for you, consider a different genre and unsubscribe from my channel immediately. It's on YouTube. Today's video is regarding the traffic camera video that I purchased associated with the Carlee Russell case, and specifically between 9 and 10 p.m. on July 13th, 2023. One of the cameras is at mile marker 11.7 and the other at 13.99, which is at the I-459 and Highway 31. Footage is apparently between 9 and 10 p.m. Yes. And I believe I found that portion of the video that's missing. So this is the first video at mile marker 11.7. This is the video that was put on the news, but unfortunately they left out some crucial parts of the video on the news, so we weren't given all the information. It does appear that her car stops for 3 minutes before driving forward and pulling over at 11.4 mile marker. There also is a strange moment where it appears the video is missing footage. Some people call it a glitch. This happens at around 9:30 and 4 seconds. It skips to about 1:46 ahead, which accounts for the 1:46 seconds that we were missing before. Because all the rest of the video, there are no glitches. So we're missing about 1:46. And that exact missing 1:46 also takes place on the other footage that I have. So on this footage right here, let's go to that.
that is super strange. Convinced it's not kidnapping at all, and they changed their binding her to this story are heavy. And the car with the turn signal is right as it cuts. I haven't seen any of this. I saw a article about her. I ran into it online a few days ago, accusing her of being a part of something really shady, like a few years ago. Let's see. I'll pull that up in a second. I found the article I was talking about. Having 30 minutes from you? Let's continue and see here what
so on this footage right here, which is at mile marker 13.99 facing northeast. Right when you get to 9:30 and 4 seconds, watch this. We'll put it right here. And watch it play at the top. 9:30, 3, 4, and then watch the traffic. Oh, it just skips around. And it's missing the exact same amount of time, a minute 46. And unfortunately, that would be the exact time that Carlee's car would have been driving back from getting food. All right, so let's go back to the original video that we've watched. And it is at the mile marker 11.7 facing southwest.
So why would they take out a minute 46? That is really, really strange. Yeah, what do locals think happened, Adrian? Yeah, there is a lot shady about this. It is. First time I saw it, I didn't. When I saw the highway video, that's when I was like, something's not right. It's not adding up to what she says.
So I'm going to scrub through this part here. If you want to see the full-length video, it's on my channel. I'm going to move it to the 9:30 mark again and show you the exact same glitch here. So should be, right now we're at 9:29, 52 seconds. So it'll be happening relatively shortly here. All right, now we're at 9:30. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now watch the traffic. It just completely shifts. So we're missing the exact same minute.
What the hell, dude? That's so shady. You don't think she's enrolled in UAB? Where they were saying that she was kicked out or something, right? I just don't understand why the calling a baby. If you want to disappear, just leave. Huh. Yeah. Let me think. That's a good point. Why would she just not disappear and leave? I think she was really wanting people to. I think if she didn't do all this, people would have thought that it was something orchestrated and made up, because she probably has some type of history of, you know, especially with a boyfriend. So maybe it's something she just concocted to try to make it seem realistic, and she didn't play it out too well. She drives for a distance on side of highway in dark. Ellie arrives 5 minutes after 911. 911 says she hung up. No warning from law enforcement. No alert of missing child. Yeah. Cue the music to the Twilight Zone. Yeah. Thinking out loud. 152 feet. She would have only had to take 60 to 70 steps to reach the house. At walking speed, this will only take her about 30 to 35 seconds to reach that house. Easy peasy. Yeah, and get in a car and head over to Red Roof Inn. Have, you know, if that family really manages or owns that Red Roof, then they probably helped her book a room that wasn't in her name or anything, so she could stay there and hide out for a couple days. And maybe one of the guys had a crush on her and thought that they were going to get, you know, who knows? You know how men can be when it comes to women. They do stupid things sometimes just to, if they think they're going to, if they have just a microscopic chance. it getting, you know what? Yeah, I've heard that too from you guys, that there was ring footage that she's walking around normal until she gets close to her house and then starts acting crazy when she gets, yep. Oh, really? There's possible addiction involved. I guess that could also point to the devil of why I got the devil card. It's definitely a card about addiction. She doesn't look like somebody to be on drugs, you know what I mean? But that's how it starts. That's how it starts, and not all people look like they're on drugs when they're on drugs, especially on certain types of drugs. But she's young, and if she is involved in something like that, it was probably, you know, she's probably new at it and hasn't affected her much yet. This is just the beginning. Just don't get why she brought the kid in that. I believe she is enrolled in Jefferson State. Because the whole city stopped for this case. People went out and searched and gave up time and finances. Yep. They're going to be pissed. Yep. Addiction. That's usually what it is. If it's not sex, if it's not money, then it's drugs. You didn't look like the type either. That's what people said, Sheba Mom. That's why I'm just trying to show people that it doesn't matter like what you look like. Addiction comes in all forms and shapes and sizes, and a lot of people assume somebody addicted is going to look like somebody that's like homeless or something. I did get the Page of Wands, the young man with ding-a-ling sinking there with their PPs. Oh yeah, that is another thing too. The stolen money from work. And didn't that lady in the TikTok say, maybe we can watch it one more time real quick. I mean, I was going to go over this, and see what he was talking about, but it's probably going to take me forever to figure out, to find.
In 14 seconds, it stops. Very shortly after that, you see a car door open.
Oh, I see that.
An individual get out, go behind the vehicle.
Yep. I thought it was.
And stand there. And you can see them on the back right of the vehicle. Looks like they sort of crouch down, doing something. Don't really know for sure. And there goes the construction sound again. But I need to get this out there because I think it gives you sort of the interesting moments all in one package. So that looks like the individual might be still moving around there, but then right there, right around this time frame, like 9:38:05 or 6, it looks like they headed off to the right.
Right there.
But interestingly, then later there appears to be sort of this, like right there, a shape in the background there, but I don't know if that's just camera pixelation or what that is. I can't tell anymore. Earlier you could see the individual there. But interestingly, then later there appears to be sort of this, like right there, a shape in the background there, but I don't know if that's just camera hit off to the right. But interestingly, then later there appears to be sort of this, like right there, a shape in the background there, but I don't know if that's just camera pixelation or what that is.
So pixelated, it's hard to see.
I mean, we can wait until I have this video going until the police show up on this version. Yeah, because after the police show up, there's so much light that you can't really make out anything on the screen anyways. So I'll just the flash and just kept the part where there's no flash on the screen. I think it allows you to see a little bit better the movement. So that's coming up right after this. This is when she pulls up to mile marker 11.4, or her vehicle does. We don't know for certain now, because of the stop, that she's the one that was in the vehicle. So you see her go, get out of the car, walk around to the side. I had one extra flash in there. I don't know how that got in there. But so you can see her standing there in the light. Or the person who was driving the vehicle. And it looks like they're moving around, but it's hard to really tell because it's so many lights and cars moving around, causing issues and pixelation. And this doesn't have time on it. This is what I did with the original.
Very interesting. Thanks. That's great. Gray Hughes investigates. If one of the mods can drop his link, please. And thank you. I appreciate it. Let's go back to watch these girls one more time, because I could have sworn she said, I could have sworn that that lady said that she got kicked out of for some reason it doesn't want to pull up that. Okay.
The jails are shaking. And if this young lady,
oh gosh,
Carlee Russell, lied about that entire kidnapping, that's exactly where she's headed. I'm actually just going to keep it on 1 or 2 frames. Let's talk about it. Now, I received a series of messages from one of my followers that is from Birmingham, Alabama. She explained to me the whole thing, and I need just 1 frame to tell y'all the entire story. They are saying that the girl lied. It was all a lie. They said that Carlee Russell was trying to get back at her boyfriend, and a series of unfortunate events caused her to do this, but the situation got too big. So they said at her job, she got fired at Woodhouse Spa for stealing. She was getting kicked out of nursing school, and her boyfriend was cheating. This was a combination.
So she was getting kicked out of nursing school, and her boyfriend was cheating. And she got in trouble, supposedly. This is all alleged for stealing at her work. Go back to where the top number says like 929. Hold on. So, yeah, she supposedly, that's just, I wanted to see, just to see if she said something about getting kicked out of school. But that doesn't mean it's true, because it's just something that's online. But it is interesting to look into. All right. Is this what you're talking about right here?
Sure. Should be right now. We're at 9:29 52 seconds, so it'll be happening relatively shortly here. All right, now we're at 9:30. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now watch the traffic. It just completely shifts. So we're missing the exact same minute 46. And what makes this interesting See this vehicle right there? If you go back just a little bit further at 2957, there's the vehicle, and watch. Right here, this vehicle. It turns on its flashers to pull over. And it looked apparently like it was about to pull over at the exact same mile marker where Carlee's car was found. Look at here it is right here. This vehicle right here. There's no signal on, so it puts it on apparently to pull over to the shoulder of the road, which would have been right there, but we're missing all of that footage. So that definitely makes it, gives you the conspiracy vibe. But I think the fact that it's on two different cameras at the same time make that less likely that it's just some random person went in there and edited it out. It's also just that stuff never happens, okay? Where you have this traffic camera footage and somebody literally gets into the file somewhere and then removes stuff so that the public doesn't get to see it. Of course, the conspiracy people will go, "Oh, you're nuts, man. You're crazy. They do it all the time. Right. Okay, so then about 3 minutes later, Carlee's car.
So what's he saying?
Pulls up in. You can't see the vehicle, but it's at 9:33 and like 20 seconds. So let me. All of this portion here is missing. Okay. This portion right here. So let me just show you from 9:30 and 3 seconds to 9:31 and 48 seconds or 49-ish. It is missing. All right. So this is where it picks up again at 9:31 and 56 seconds. The video I was just showing you was after the glitch happened. But the glitch happened. Watch it in real time right here. So it's 9:29 and 43 seconds. We'll just play it again. And here we go. This vehicle right here does not have this light signal on, but then it turns on, apparently looking like he's about to pull over at that same mile marker. I think
I should have probably cut the video before that person's turn signal came on, because that does look very suspicious. Let's refresh this to see if there's anything new. Okay, so based off the statement that was released by our employer today, here is my theory, and please note the word theory. I believe Carlee was either caught stealing from her job or done something at her job that she knew would cost her career, and since her parents were footing her college career, couldn't face the fact of telling her parents, and panicked and came up with a story and plans of disappearing, as she knew her parents would not accept what happened with her job and career, but didn't expect the amount of media coverage. Her disappearance got so bad she had to come back and face the music, and still sticking with her kidnap story. She can't change it willingly or she will be charged. She is hoping this investigation stalls so she will receive pity to what may come out, to the point her parents will overlook her possible mistakes or failure with her career. Okay, so here's a press release, July 18th, so today at 3 p.m., in reference to Carlee Russell case. In response to the many inquiries Woodhouse Spa Birmingham has received over the past several days regarding the Carlee Russell case, we offer the following. Our greatest concern has always been the well-being of Carlee and her safe return. Woodhouse Spa employees have been deeply impacted by the events that transpired, but are now ecstatic with the news of Carlee's return home. Our employees worked extremely hard through very tough times, keeping guests happy while dealing with the fact that their coworker was missing. We've been working with the Hoover Police Department since Friday morning, the morning following Carlee's disappearance, in order to come up with any information that would help the investigation. Everything being covered is in the position of the Hoover Police Department. We understand the investigation is in a very sensitive state, and we do not want to release any details that could jeopardize the investigation. Leaks, both true and untrue, can have a devastating impact on any investigation. We understand that there are many posts on social media claiming certain information to be true. Some items are factual while others are not. Please rest assured that the Hoover Police Department is working around the clock to bring this case to conclusion. We have great confidence in the investigators and expect a resolution soon. So the owner, C. Stuart Rome of Woodhouse Spa, Birmingham. What kind of place is this Woodhouse Spa? Is that like a... I don't know. What is it? So really, that doesn't give us any information except there's some true information and some that's untrue. It's a day spa. No, I don't think it's shady at all. I'm just curious what it is. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here else on that page here? So you can post anonymously now to freaking groups. What the? Are you see? That's crazy. When did they start allowing that? Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do do do. Sorry, I saw baby shark in the comments. So she left work at 8:20 p.m. Location of food pickup is 5 minutes away. From there, 12 to 13 minutes to final location of car. 911 call at 9:34 p.m. 1 hour and 14 minutes from work until 911 call. What was she doing? Huh. My guess is she stole from them that hadn't fired her yet. Yeah, no problem, Jess Jax. That what is factual, though? Like, oh, that's so cute. One love. She says, my niece started dancing to Zig singing, hand clapping, and all. Oh, I know, right, Clo? It is cute. Allegedly. Hi, I'm Carlee. Wait, what? Okay, so anonymous participant post, hey, I'm Carlee. Most missing person cases are to wait days before they report someone missing, 48 to 72 hours. I thought I would be able to lay low for the weekend without the report, but only the intent to put out fear into my family and most of all my ex. I had to ditch my car, phone, and watch because, well, they're all traceable, and I really didn't want my family to be able to tell him where I was. I never said I was missing or abducted. I really did see our future on the... What? I really did see our future on the side of the highway. It was the only way. Please don't be upset. I am young and learning. Most of all, fragile. Did I steal from my job? Fifth Amendment. Pregnant, 14th/Fifth Amendment. Yes, I ate food. Why would I pay for food and not eat it? Does anyone know if the food was missing in the car? If so, that tells a lot. She got that food and took her ass to the Red Roof Inn. Oh my God. Is it possible she ate the food before she left or ate it while driving? Somebody in response said, or fed it to the toddler. The takeout was for her and Bay. Oh my God. Ew. I didn't realize that he licks his freaking... Gross. What the fuck? What is this? So we have a picture of a joint here. The first third laughing. The second sitting in silence questioning a conversation I had with someone 10 years ago. And the last third hungry AF. Then after that you hallucinate naked road, toddler, and Cheez-Its. What? What if naked? Oh man. She said something about Cheez-Its. I didn't hear the Cheez-Its thing. If I ever get kidnapped by Carlee's kidnappers, could I please eat Cheez-Its and get my nails done? Damn, that's like a treat for me. My nails look terrible. They really did feed her Cheez-Its. What the fuck? Had to add that in there. Look at all these people that post anonymously. My question at this point is why the family go on a paid interview with the Today Show and not a press conference? That's a good point. Well, we don't know. I mean, the family could be completely... I feel bad for the family if they were just thrown into this, like truly thinking that their daughter was missing and stuff, and it being a huge hoax. It would be embarrassing, but sometimes you just have to like own it and be like, yeah, that's what happened, and she made a bad decision, and we're gonna try to work through it as a family. Trying to cover it up and stuff doesn't really work. Because, I mean, now that there's like Facebook groups, YouTube channels, and all that, all over this case, you can't like cover it up. It's going to be uncovered. Today's show does not pay for interviews, from my knowledge. Hey, Jessica Johnson. Hold on one second. Sorry. Sorry, Charlie. Woohoo! Thank you for the $5 Cash App to whoever just sent that. Thank you so much. The besties. Yeah, I agree. I can't say your name. Aeneas 24. Yeah, I agree too. Sweet D is here. Hey, Brittany. Aeneas. Okay, cool. Yeah, or I could just call her 24. Yeah, 24 works. I sit here and shuffle these cards like the whole time I'm talking to you guys. It's like so relaxing. I agree, Oisley. I do feel bad for her parents. But it's not going to help them at all to just try to, cover it up. And it would just be best for them to, she's 25, made a stupid mistake. She's still young enough that people will give her kind of some grace. But people are going to be upset because obviously they spent a lot of time looking for her and energy, money. So people are going to want answers. But, the family, it's not going to help the family for them to just sit there and try to make excuses for her and be like, oh, she's just going through a lot. If that's true, yeah, then stick to it. But just be best to stick with the truth of what really happened. I'm so smart. I mean, you guys did see this here, didn't you? Ziggy made the Summer Wealth community single-handedly. That's my title. Get it right. Hey, Sassy. Yeah, the camera's on the highway. I wouldn't have really thought about the cameras either. Well, now, after I've been doing YouTube some time and know that there are cameras out there and stuff, I might. Yeah, I was trying to think. They've added this new this new thing here on StreamYard where you can put, you could put your name and then right under it your title. So I was trying to think like the best, one sentence statement that would describe me. So I put that I made the Summer Wells community single-handedly. And you don't question anything I do or say, or any money I donate or don't donate, or lies I tell or make up. Yeah, that's sad. That sucks. That about I know nursing school is really difficult. It's not an easy feat at all. It's very, very stressful. For now, for a certain female creator is gonna love that. I'm trying to think of something funny, but I can't think of anything. Yeah. Sorry, TM, I stole your title. You're going to have to just change yours to Godmother of Summer Wells. Because I've already taken this title. It's claimed. Just watch the theory about the family that lived behind those woods. Sounds believable. Shady people. Yeah, and so I'm trying to get a hold of the burn barrel to talk to her about all this because I haven't been able to talk to her about it since, yesterday when we were talking about those people that live behind there and how the theory, though, was that they, held her hostage or something. It didn't sound quite right to me at first. But then the way the burn barrel laid it out and stuff, I was like, wow, maybe it was just like the perfect storm. So I thought possibly maybe it was. But now I do think that burn barrel was onto something. It's just a little bit different. I think that girl had a friend that lived in that house. Because it's crazy that she just so happened to end up at the Red Roof Inn. And in that video, the burn barrel, or no, I don't know if she put it in her video or not, but I believe the owners of that Red Roof Inn are that same family. Yes, they do have a toddler, Kelly B. They do have a toddler. It would be, well, on the Facebook, they have a picture up of like a, I don't know, 2 to 3 year old. So it would be about 4 now, but I don't know if it would line up correctly because a 4-year-old wearing a diaper. Maybe they have a younger child in. Sassy was blocked. Wait, the people. Well, the people in the woods story, I don't know. I think, okay, initially it was the burn barrel has stated that, we were talking about that theory of her possibly, wrong place, wrong time. Maybe the people in that house were looking for their toddler and out there in the woods looking for them. And then, I don't know. The theory was like something like they took her hostage or something. Because when you look into these people on their Facebook, they look kind of scary. They seem like very like one of those hardcore like terrorist group people. But they do have a son her age, but he was arrested for sex crimes, so I hope it's not. But they supposedly own that Red Roof Inn too, so it kind of adds up. I think someone got mad. She called the police. That is true. Someone would assume a toddler if it's in a diaper. Yeah, they are like mafia types. That's exactly how they are. And that is the theory, is that they got upset about her calling the cops. And so but now seeing this stuff come out about her making up this story and stuff, it really sounds possible. But I think it's still that house is involved. It's just that somebody in that house helped her. And she knows them somehow. That is true. It's true. It was nighttime, and some 4-year-olds, even if they are potty trained, will wear a pull-on or a pull-up or whatever. Juniper, did you have boys or girls? You know, because they say boys are so much harder to train, and that makes sense. I can just imagine what it's like to be a mother of a little boy trying to potty train him. Cute, but that would get irritating after a while, cleaning up all that pee all over the walls and the floors, toilet seats, everywhere. That is true. I agree, Renegade. If a toddler was on the interstate, wouldn't you think someone else would have reported it? Only Carlee reported it. I would think so too, especially now. I mean, it was at nighttime. At first, though, they put out that it was like 7:30. Throw Cheerios in the toilet and tell them they have to sink the Cheerios. Aww. Hold on one second, guys. My husband still can't hit the toilet sometimes. Oh my gosh. Maybe just tell him to give up on at this point, just tell him to sit, sit like a girl. I have a baby boy and he was full he was potty trained fully at 22 months. Yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that. They get too into something else and they don't want to take a second. Like, they think it's like the worst thing ever to have to take a minute to go to the bathroom. So they'll just pee in their pants, or they'll just like, you know, be distracted and pee everywhere. I don't know. I had a girl, so she was potty trained pretty early on. The sink the Cheerios thing. That's funny. Did you use that with your son, RJ? Did you really do that? Here you go. Sink the Cheerios. Try to sink the Cheerios. It's a game. What do you mean she was the opposite? Did she like to always be on, you know, always claiming to have to pee? Goldfish, you can't waste goldfish. Cheerios, okay. Has anyone ever heard of law enforcement giving an abducted victim time after being found? I haven't. What do you mean? Renegade? Oh! Well, note taken in case I'm ever in a predicament where I'm needing to help teach a little boy to use the bathroom in the toilet. Trust me, I had boxes of goldfish. Oh, man. They're freaking cute at that age. Caitlin was a freaking cutie. Law enforcement said they was giving Carlee and family time. Interesting. Maybe law enforcement feels that the family is pretty level-headed and that they will get the truth out of her. The trick is the Cheerios don't sink. We're all hopefully all gonna have grandsons someday. Maybe. It'd be weird because I've always been around girls, you know. I have all sisters. I just have a daughter. Now my sister, she has boys. But I don't know really. I haven't talked with her much about potty training them. Was there really a boy on the highway? It's a good question. I don't think so, but the shake at the end. Well, Carlee gave a statement to police that night. She came home, is how I took it. They just aren't talking, saying it's under investigation. Yeah, I would too. And you would think somebody else would be. See, but the thing is, that kind of goes along with the theory that maybe that family was out there was a couple of them out there in the woods looking for the child. And then when they saw Carlee and realized she had called the police, because maybe they're maybe they've got some illegal activities going on, or maybe they didn't want the police in their business, or maybe they didn't want in trouble for neglect. Who knows? So that was the theory at first, that maybe that the family abducted her, but it didn't sound. I only thought it was a possibility because of when I went on the family's Facebook and I saw the kind of people we were dealing with and the stuff that they were into. Then that got kind of worrisome. Hey, it is what it is. I know I'm getting a lot of people saying they're not getting notifications these days, and make the boys clean their own bathroom. Well, it doesn't add up. It hasn't added up since the beginning, especially after seeing the highway video. I was like, okay, this is extra strange now. Extra. I don't believe a toddler was seen. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to go for now. Who knows if I'll be back. A camera in her neighborhood seen her casually walking home and then darted right before she got there. Bye, Clo. Bye, everybody. I'll be back later. Let me make my look. I have a little outro too that I can play. Not good night yet, but see you later. Oh, look at the little piggy that Sammy put up. It's so cute. All right, guys, we'll talk later.
Round me up the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar crash over me. Then ride it home.
All right, guys. We'll talk soon. Ta-ta.
Stardust left behind, left to find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, we are all one, we are all one, we are all one, we are all. Pick me up, yeah, moonchild, put me in